At the beginning of this story, we are introduced to a boy named Jin-soo. Jin-soo works very hard, holding down 2 jobs to save money because he has a debt of 900 million yuan. He had invested this money in the stock market by taking a loan from his friend. Unfortunately, all the shares of the stock market fell and thus all his money was wasted. Despite working very hard, he knew that he would never be able to pay off such a big debt. For this, he decides to die. He was just going to climb a bridge and about to die, when suddenly he got a message. Someone had deposited 4 million yuan in his account, seeing which he was surprised. Suddenly, a big car stopped behind him, in which he was indicated to sit. He sat down and this car brought him in front of a bar. When he went inside the bar, he got a letter in which it was written that he has been invited for the 8th show. It was written in this card that this is a game and he will be paid every minute to stay here. The interesting thing was that he did not need any skill to stay here and he will be given food to stay here. With time, the price will also increase and this game will end when the timer on a big clock there will end. If Jin-soo wanted to join the game, he had to choose a card from the cards on the board in front of him, otherwise, he could have taken the 20 million yuan on the table and left. Jin-soo wasn't interested in this game, so he is going to take the 20 million yuan and leave from here, but then he realized that so much money is not enough to pay off his debt. His life's troubles will start again. It is better for him to join this game. He picks up the card number 3 from here and goes inside the game, and now this was going to be his identity in the whole game. When he went inside the game, there was a huge hall and a building. This building had 8 floors and there was no one to guide him here. That's why he goes to the 3rd floor from his number while thinking about something. There was only one simple room on the 3rd floor where an intercom, a screen, and a lot of CCTVs were installed. There was nothing to sit and lay in this empty room. Here was only his uniform and rule book. He picks up the rule book and reads it, in which it is written that he will get 30,000 yuan every minute to stay here. Also, he can order anything through the intercom here, but whatever he orders will cost him money and this money will be deducted from his prize money. Also, they can't touch any camera here and if they do this, they will only get half the money. Reading this, Jin-soo wears his uniform here and as he wore it, he noticed that the money on the screen in front of him was increasing. 30,000 yuan was accumulating in his account every minute and he was very happy to see this. Many hours pass in this excitement. After it, Jin-soo started to feel sleepy. There was a lot of cold in this room, so he decides to order a sleeping bag, but when the people here tell him the price, he was surprised. Here, the price of everything was about 10 times more than the common world. The cheapest thing here was a newspaper. After ordering it, he spent the night here. The night somehow passes. In the morning, his eyes opened with the noise of the people here. When he came out, he saw that there were other people. Their identity numbers were written on their clothes and they were living on different floors according to these numbers. Everyone was happy to meet each other, but they were confused about the purpose of bringing them here and who must have brought them here. Here, they also see a big timer where the time of 35 hours was written. They understood that as this timer is over, their game will also end. This timer also had an intercom and with the help of this, they could order things, but none of them knew that if they order something from here, then what price would have to be paid for it. Everyone was just thinking that number 6 goes and orders a pack of cigarettes. As the pack of cigarettes comes there, 2 minutes are minused from the timer and they understand that the cost of ordering anything from here is the time here. The less time they have from here, the less money they will be able to earn. That's why they decide that they will order only the necessary things, and the most important thing was the things for taking shower, when they freshen up and come down. There was still a problem. None of them got anything to eat except number 8. Number 8 tells that a lot of food came to her room at night. She ate a little bit of food from all the boxes and kept all the boxes with her, and when she said this, they understood that there is a lift in their room. The lift is attached to all the rooms. It starts from the 8th floor and goes up to the 1st floor and gives food to everyone, but because last night number 8 had kept all the food with her so no one could get food. Everyone now decides to go to number 8's room to satisfy their hunger. When they came here, all their eyes were open. Number 8's room was the most luxurious. At the same time, she was getting the most money to live here. In contrast, number 1 was getting only 1,000 yuans, and so they found out that the facility and price of the people living on each floor has changed. Upon knowing this, everyone kept thinking that why didn't they choose a big number? Everyone eats their own food and takes care of the remaining food so that when they get hungry again, they can eat this food and don't have to order. After getting free from here, as they came down, number 4 screamed loudly. Hearing his scream, everyone came down in fear. They saw that there were only 15 hours left in the time limit, and this happened because number 8 had ordered a lot of clothes and jewelry here. Seeing this, everyone gets angry at her because now in just 15 minutes, they will earn as much money as they can and the same money will have to be taken with them. While relaxing them, number 8 says, "Hey wait, I know how to increase the time everyone climbed the stairs, this time will increase." No one agreed with her, but now there was no other way. They keep climbing the stairs for 15 minutes and number 1 has the most difficulty in all this because his foot was injured. Despite climbing the stairs continuously for 15 minutes, when their time did not run out, they had already given up, but suddenly, a wave of happiness broke on their face because they were getting back 24 hours. Another reason for their happiness was that they had found out how to increase their time here. Now by increasing the time, they could stay here longer and earn more money. They now start running on the stairs every day. This was giving them time, but every night they used to get very tired. To solve this problem, they divide into 2 groups and decide that one day one group will run and the other group will rest, and then the next day, the second group will run and the first group will rest. In this way, their time will also increase and they will not get too tired. Now the group in which number 1 was, it is obvious that he could not run. For this reason, the 2 members of his group, number 6 and number 8, tortured him a lot. Seeing this, number 2 did not like it at all and she decided that she would run instead of number 1. Means now she would not get any day of rest, she had to run every day. Jin-soo, i.e. number 3, gets upset at number 2's condition, so he decides to run instead of number 1 for a few days, then number 2, and in this way, their work will be equal. Gradually, the days pass and another problem comes in front of them. Toilet waste had increased a lot in their rooms. Everyone was worried about this. Knowing this, number 1 decides that he will keep everyone's toilet waste in his room because he is not able to help everyone by running, he will help in the same way. So now they all take their toilet waste to his room through the lift. One problem was just over when the other came in front of them. They used to climb stairs every day, but now they were getting little time to climb the stairs. Because of this, everyone was getting worried. Meanwhile, we see that number 1 gets sick. He gets worst panic attacks. Seeing this, they got scared. They pick him up and take him to the intercom from where they want to get medicine for him, but number 6 and number 8 do not let everyone else do the same. Because by doing this, their earned time could have been reduced. These 2 were very selfish and number 2 gets very angry to see this. She was definitely a girl, but she was very brave. She fights alone with a muscular man like number 6 to save number 1's life. There is a great fight between these 2. Because of this, they get injured. At the end of the fight, number 7 notices that he suddenly got 40 hours, and with this, he understood that all the cameras here monitor them. This game show is actually being shown to people. The more they entertain people, the more time they will get. It was clear that they were not getting this time by climbing stairs. Now the fight between number 6 and number 2, people enjoyed watching this fight, and that's why they got more time. They sit together and think about what they should do to entertain the people who are watching them, and they get more time to stay here. Everyone together decides that they will show a talent here. Every person will show their talent. Due to it, people will be entertained and give them more time. Everyone agreed with this, but Jin-soo got upset here because he didn't have any talent. Anyway, they start showing their talent. First of all, number 7 plays the flute with his nose, which entertains people, and they get 20 hours together. After getting so much time, they were very happy. They decide that this time is enough for today. The rest of the people will show their talent the next day, but today it is important to decide how many days they have to stay here and how much time they should earn by working so hard, because no one wants to stay here all his life and earn money. They wanted to earn this money and go out and have fun with this money. Now they leave the decision of how many days they had to stay here at number 1 because he was getting the least amount of money to stay here, and secondly, he was also disabled. He tells them that actually I only want 1 million yuan, out of which I have earned 250,000 yuan, and I have to stay here for 75 days to earn the rest of the money. Everyone decided to stay here for 75 days because somewhere they were also going to benefit by staying here. There are a lot of hours in 75 days. To earn so many hours, they have to think about what talents these people will showcase. A girl sings a good song the next day from which they get only 15 hours. Number 6 shows his strength here, and with his karate skills, he breaks tiles here and earns a lot of hours. Number 2 also breaks tiles like him and shows her talent of strength, but by doing this, her hand was injured a lot. She also broke tiles and wooden blocks here, because of which she got 17 hours. When it comes to number 4, she sings a lot of nonsense and gets only 4 hours. When she starts getting off the stage, she slips by mistake, which entertains the audience, earning her 5 more hours. Now it's Jinxiai's turn. Poor guy didn't know anything. He does such a bad dance that everyone makes fun of him, and the audience also gives him only 17 minutes. After this, it was number 1's turn. He entertains everyone here as a joker. Everyone was very happy with his performance, that's why he got 30 hours together. When it comes to number 8, he doesn't show any talent. Instead, she takes number 6 to her room, and by doing this, she gets 69 hours together. Now, because they know how to increase their time, and to increase their time, they didn't have to run on the stairs. That's why they decide to remove their toilet waste from number 1's room, and after that, they will vote whoever has the most votes. Then all the toilet face will be kept in his room. Before voting, everyone cheats and decides to vote for number 8 because her room is the largest and she can easily keep all the toilet waste. After voting, when the most votes come out of number 8, then number 8 has clearly refused to listen to them, and everyone starts getting angry at her for this, but they didn't know that their action would cost them, because after the fight, number 8 locked herself in her room, and at the same time, she kept everyone's food with her, and so everyone was starving to death. Because of this, everyone becomes furious, but they couldn't do anything. They were so hungry that number 2 had now decided that through intercom, she will finish all the time here and will just go out and eat. Seeing her do this, number 1 holds her leg and stops her and says, "Please don't do this. I badly need 1 million yuan, just a few more days." Seeing his condition, Jinsu, number 3, decides that he will find a solution to this problem. In this way, he will keep everyone's toilet waste in his room, and they will go and apologize to number 8. Here number 4 also accompanies Jinsu, and she also agrees to keep some toilet waste in her room. After it, they go and apologize to number 8, and finally everyone gets food to eat. Now, because number 8 had joined them again, so now their team was back. They decide they will entertain the people again and will increase their time, and this time they had made such a game in which everyone would become a king and the king could make them do whatever he wanted, and they had put a punishment in this game. If anyone did not listen to the king, then they would be punished with a teaser gun. First of all, number 8 becomes king and she tells number 6 and number 2 to fight. No one was ready for this, but threatening to punish everyone, she takes her word for it. We see a great fight between number 2 and number 6, where before number 2 was defeating number 6, but then her hand starts hurting, and taking advantage of this, number 6 beats her so much that at one point she was about to die. Seeing her condition, everyone keeps number 6 away from her and decide that there will be no more fights in this game. On the other hand, they see that just because of this fight, they got 40 hours together. They play this game for a long time, but the strange thing was every time either number 1 or number 4 became king, and both of them used to make people work, due to which everyone had a lot of difficulty. Number 7, who was very smart among them, he understood that something is definitely wrong. That's why he keeps an eye on the voting box at night and sees that number 4 changes all the balls at night. Seeing this, he got very angry, although he did not tell this to everyone, but he reassured number 4, "If you do this again, I will tell the rest of the people about it. The next day, when they do not cheat, number 4 and number 8 do not become king. Now when someone else became king and told number 8 to do work, but when number 8 refused to do that work because of not listening to the king, she was going to be punished. They were going to shock him with a taser gun, but before they did, number 6 saves her because he somehow became the slave of number 8 because number 8 was sharing her room and facilities with him. Seeing this, they all get shocked. He clearly tells everyone here that number 8, me and number 4 will not do anyone's work here. They made a separate group of their own. Also, they gave smart number 7 the offer to join their group because they knew that this guy is smart and useful. Number 7 also joins their group, and in the same way, this group starts ruling over the other group. The other group could not do anything because they knew that if they did not listen to the other group, then number 8 would not give them food and they would also be cruel to them. Number 8's team tells the other group that all the hours you have to earn, we will not do any work. To make the game more interesting, she says all of you have to earn 2 hours here for yourself. After earning 2 hours, you will get 3 coins, and in return for those 3 coins, I will give you food and water. If you earn a coin, you will only get water, and if you earn 2 coins, you will get food, and if you earn 3, I will give you food and water. Number 7 says the one who will come with the first position will be left, the other 3 people will also be punished. The remaining 3 people will be tied with a ball, and a bandage will be tied on the eyes of the winning number and will be given a bat with which he will hit the person of his choice. After hearing this, the 4 people were filled with anger, but they were not in a position to say anything. After telling all this, number 6 tells them to choose each part of their body. As they choose their body parts, number 6 ties their body parts. After tying them, number 6 told them to hide. They hid quickly, and as number 6 was looking for them, he was hitting them badly. Number 3, i.e. Jinsu, was very scared. He hides under a table, because of which number 6 was able to find him at the end, and so he became the winner of this game. According to his promise, number 6 did not hit him again. Now because Jinsu won, so according to the rule made by them, he had to tie a bandage on the eyes of his group and hit him. When he hits the bat, it gets hit on the mouth of number 1. It hit so hard that his mouth starts bleeding. Cruel, number 6 and number 8 were happy to see this. When Jinsu removes the bandage from his eyes and sees all this, he apologizes to number 1, and number 1 has also forgiven him because he knows that it is not Jinsu's fault in all this. After the game is over, they see that they got 36 hours. According to 36 hours, they have earned good coins, but to put a twist in the game, number 6 made another rule and said that all the team members together write a number on a page. If the total of all the numbers will be less than 9, only then you will be given coins, and if more than 10, then you will not get any coins. Jinsu thinks a lot and writes a number, and when they see, it was 7 by adding everyone's numbers. Because of this, they are given only 7 coins. After distributing 2 coins to each, Jinsu got only 1 coin in his share, with which he could only buy water bottles. They knew that number 6 was only bothering them so people would see them, be entertained, and he would earn more hours. Days go by, number 8 and number 6 used to torture them daily. They were so tired of their lives that now they had decided that they will not tolerate cruelty. Either they will get out of this game or they will teach number 8 and number 6 a lesson. For this, they go to number 1's room and do a lot of planning. Number 7 also got to know about the planning, but he did not tell anything to number 6 and number 8 because he knew that both of them do wrong with them. After all, that day also comes when they were going to execute the plan. Number 1 screams loudly in his room, making excuses for belly aching. As number 6 came to his room to check him, he saw that number 3 and number 2 were already hiding here. These 2 caught number 6 and started hitting, but number 6 was more powerful than these 2. He overpowers them, quickly defeats them and throws them down. He took out his taser gun to punish them, but number 2 and his partner were lucky because the taser gun didn't work after all. It did not have a battery, and number 7 did a good job of removing its battery. Finally, they win and make number 6, number 8 and number 4 captive. Undoubtedly, Jinsu's team made them captive, but they did not torture them like them. They took a lot of care of them. Along with that, they also decided that now they will not increase the time of this game. All the money they have earned is enough for them. Now they will honestly finish their time and leave from here. Number 1 agrees to this, but he was worried because his 1 million yuan was not completed yet. Everyone decides together that when they will leave from here, they will give some of their money to number 1 and get his 1 million yuan completed. Their time was about to end, and at this time, number 5, who was a doctor, takes care of the captive people. They happily eat together and go to sleep. Now when they woke up in the morning, they knew that they will leave from here, but when they saw the time in the timer, all of them get shocked because the time of 45 hours had increased there. How could this be? They found out that someone has done something. They go and see the captive people and discover that someone had removed the tooth of number 8. So someone had removed all the nails of number 6's feet. Because of it, they were in a lot of pain, and that's why the time of the game was also increased. After seeing all this, number 2 gets very angry. She wanted to get out of here at any cost. That's why, in anger, she locks everyone in their rooms so this time can pass more easily. She only released number 5 so that she could take care of everyone. She already knew that number 5 is not so brave to do such a wrong thing. Number 6 takes advantage of number 5's innocence. He manipulates his words and says to number 5, "Number 2 hates you very much. She wants to kill us. If you want no bloodshed here, then open my hands." Number 5 listens to him and opens his hands, and by doing this she did wrong to herself, because as she opened his hands, number 6 first abused him and then went and made all the people his captive. He wanted to know who had removed his nails, but no one answered him. In anger, he goes to the intercom and orders a gun, but even when threatened with the gun when they don't tell the truth, number 6 shoots number 7's leg. Being scared, Jinsu advises him that through this intercom you can also buy the CCTV footage of that time when someone has removed your nails, and seeing the CCTV footage, he knows that it was done by number 1 because before leaving, he wanted to take revenge on them. Number 6 and number 8 made fun of him a lot because he was disabled. Number 6 sees that number 1 had not only removed his nails but had also urinated on his face, and seeing this, he goes mad with anger. He immediately goes to number 1 with the gun. Before he kills number 1, number 8 attacks number 6 from behind with the taser gun and makes him fall down the stairs because now she wanted to prolong this game. Because of falling, number 6's bones were broken. After this, she makes all the people her captive. Number 4 was already her slave. She also brings number 5 with her because she knows that this doctor is very innocent. She wanted to prolong this game, and for this, she starts torturing them. She made number 1 him sit on a chair and put his face in the water. Along with that, she tied his eyeballs so that he could never sleep. In the same way, she was getting time by torturing everyone. She used to make number 4 do all this torture. And when number 4 comes to torture number 1, number 1 tells her, "I wanted to earn 1 million yuan because I know with 1 million yuan I can change my room with someone. I just want to earn 1 million yuan and change my room with number 8. If you support me in this, I will change my room with my money and will give you number 8's room, and I will take your room. In this way, number 8, who is in the king's position, you will become king." Greedy number 4 agrees with her because she wants to take number 8's place and earn a lot of money. She goes to number 5 and includes her in her plan. These two together get all the contestants free, and as number 8 sees this, number 4 hits her with a golf stick from behind, make her under her control while making her unconscious. After this, everyone was free, but number 5 was not satisfied. She had to take revenge for the atrocities that happened to her. That's why, she goes to number 6's room and cuts her private parts while operating her. After this, according to the promise, number 1 had to pay 1 million yuan to change the room. He pays this too. After which, a menu comes in front of him. They found out that 1 million yuan was only the price of this menu. If they had to change this room, the prices of the room would be higher. After knowing this, number 1 was broken, the money drowned which he had earned with so much hard work. Everyone was very upset after seeing number 1's condition. They decided that they would get out of there as soon as possible at any cost because all of them had so much money that they could go out and fix all the problems of their life which had become worse for them. Like number one was a joker in normal life. His daughter was very sick and he needed money for her treatment. When he couldn't collect the money, he was about to die. So, in front of him, the long car stopped, just like it did at the beginning of the story when it stopped in front of Jin-soo and brought him here. Number two was an athlete and her friend was badly injured. She needed money for his treatment and when she couldn't collect, she was about to die, and just before she took her life, that long limousine appeared in front of her and brought her here. We have already heard the story of Jin-soo. Number 4, she wanted to become a model but she hadn't that much money so she had to work in the parking lot. One day, when her friend Circle saw her working in the parking lot, they made fun of her. After it, she decided that she will earn money so the same limousine that brought everyone here, brought her here too. Now it was the story of a doctor at number 5, she was a doctor and didn't need money. Actually, people took advantage of her goodness. A man told her that I am very needy, I need some money, will you give me? When the doctor gave him money, that fraudster not only emptied her bank account but also started blackmailing her. Because of this, the doctor had to take out a large loan to pay him and to repay that she too reached here. After that, number 6's story, he was a very good football player but because of his angry nature he was thrown out of the team. Because of no job, he too couldn't repay his debt so, he too came here. Number 7's story, he was a scriptwriter but the director never liked his story. When he got tired of all this work and decided to quit this work, then the same limousine came in front of him and brought him to this show. After it, it was the turn of number 1, she used to sing in front of an art gallery but one day, the art gallery owner insulted and fired her. She just wanted to earn money so that she could take revenge on the art gallery for insulting her so the limousine brought her here. The common thing is that all of them needed money. Anyway, we got to know the story of all of them. Now in the present time, we see that all of them want to get out of here but number 1 didn't like this decision. He takes all of them at gunpoint because number 1 wants to stay here to earn more money. He decides that he will alone do the hard work to increase the time. He ties all of them with chairs and then starts preparing for a show alone because he was a joker so he did a great show. During this show he was showing a trick of walking on a rope. He loses his balance and falls into the fire burning downside. He was suffering but they all were tied. None was able to come for his help. Jin-soo couldn't see him suffering and somehow unties his hands rope and release the rest. They extinguish the fire to help him before they can ask for something for his treatment. They see that their game time has increased by 1500 hours. Seeing this, Jin-soo becomes furious because he wants to leave at any cost. For this, he only finds a way and breaks all the CCTV cameras there as he knows when people don't see this show, it will shut down automatically. His plan works and after the breakage of all the cameras, the door of this game opens. They finally come out and find a card outside that reads, the money they earn will be transferred into their accounts. It was a good thing, but the sad part was that number 1 died by the time the exit door opened. They exited the game. Years later, we see that Jin-soo has arranged a funeral for number 1, and all his team members were there except for number 8 and number 6. Number 6 sent flowers and said, I have moved on in my life. Meanwhile, number 8 bought a missile with her reward money and destroyed the art gallery to take her revenge. That's why she was in jail. Number 2 used his money to treat his friend and number 1's daughter. Seeing their lives become so meaningful, Jin-soo decides to do something good with his life too. In the last scene of this story, number 7 is shown as a writer. He has written a screenplay for a film titled The 8 Show, which means he wrote the story of this show. He included all the experiences he saw and endured in The 8 Show. The story was so interesting that the director said, I feel like you were in this show. Number 7 panicked upon hearing this from the director, but then he said, no, this is just a story.